Wonderful. Isn't it great to throw some dirt early in the morning? Good morning, and thank you all for joining us on what will be and is a momentous occasion. My name is Dr. Frank Martino, and I'm President and CEO of William Osler Health System. Premier Ford, Minister Jones, Minister Surma, our members of Provincial Parliament, Mayor Brown, and our distinguished guests and donors. To members of our foundation, both the Osler Foundation and the Osler Board, thank you for joining us. It's an exciting day, isn't it? And we've all one that we've been waiting for, and I've told the Premier this. I'm looking forward to throwing that. Before we begin, I'd like to first acknowledge the Indigenous peoples who are the original caretakers of the land now known as Peel and Etobicoke. This is the ancestral territory of the Wendat, the Haudenosaunee, and the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. Much of Osler's work takes place on these traditional territories and treaty lands of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. As visitors in this territory, we at Osler would like to express our gratitude to the Mississauga peoples of the new Credit First Nation. They are the descendants of the Credit First Nation. Osler would also like to respectfully acknowledge the diverse community of Indigenous peoples representing a multitude of distinct nations who currently live and work and play on this territory. And we'd like to express our commitment to honoring Indigenous communities and nations across the territories now known as Canada. It's an exciting time for Osler, for our community and our partners. Today, we're moving into the early construction stage of the new Peel Memorial Hospital, while we also mark the 100th year anniversary commemorating care on this site. Today's groundbreaking is a momentous milestone as we move closer to the transformation of Peel Memorial into Brampton's second hospital. I think Mayor Brown coined that term. This is Brampton's second hospital. On the grounds you see right behind me, with the support of our incredible Ontario government and the City of Brampton, there will be a multi-story tower with new inpatient beds, Brampton's second emergency department, and new and enhanced clinics to serve patients and families, increasing our community's healthcare capacity for years to come. Bravo. I've been a physician in Brampton for about 35 years, and I can reflect on both today's milestone and the rich 100-year legacy of Peel Memorial. It's truly a remarkable moment. As President and CEO, I'm proud to lead an organization that's always looking ahead, planning and shaping the future of healthcare both within Osler and beyond. As a physician, at one time working in the emergency department and in obstetrics at the former Peel Memorial Hospital and in the urgent care center that is here now, it's been firsthand what I've seen of these facilities and the services that have evolved, meeting the ever-changing needs of this diverse and dynamic community. Yes, a diverse and dynamic community. One recollection I have was being called from the Peel Memorial Emergency Department because a baby couldn't wait for its mother to get to the obstetrical unit. Instead, I delivered the baby right next to the elevators. Talk about exhilarating moments. This is one of many memories I have of working alongside committed colleagues and bringing quality, compassionate care to this incredible community. Now, as we celebrate Peel Memorial's legacy, I also want to call out its spirit of innovation and continuous innovation throughout our entire organization to the present day. Osler is one of the first hospitals to actually use genomics to provide rapid cancer diagnosis. We've integrated robots robotics, to perform precision surgery, recently completing 1,000 knee replacements with our latest technology, the Rosa robot. It's actually named after my mother. We're also leveraging artificial intelligence and predictive analytics to assist with complex diagnoses, allowing us to provide better, faster care. Just a few months ago, we established the Osler Research Institute for Health Innovation. This is a major step forward in medical research, and the impact of this work will be felt not only locally, but globally. I promise you that. But Osler is not just about evolution and innovation. We're also a hospital with long-standing expertise in medical education, training physicians, nurses, allied health professionals in hospital at the bedside. As the primary clinical partner of the Toronto Metropolitan University School of Medicine, we'll be training the next generation of physicians at the hospital bedside right here in Brampton. A shout out to my colleague, Teresa Chan, who is the inaugural dean of that medical school. Welcome, Teresa. As we celebrate Peel Memorial Centenary and we look ahead to the next 100 years, we'll continue to innovate and evolve to serve a diverse and expanding community. Osler has a proud past and a bold future. And now, I'd like to ask my good friend and colleague, Pardeep Singh Gill, who is Chair and Treasurer of Osler's Board of Directors, to share a few words about the significance of Peel Memorial to this community. Pardeep.
Thank you, Frank, and thank you for all the hard work that you've done for Osler in getting us here today. Thank you and good morning, everyone. What a beautiful day it is today, not because of the weather, but because of everybody in this room today. It's because of all of you why today is beautiful, and that's because we're starting construction on the second hospital. So a round of applause for everyone here today. So to echo Frank's comments, I want to extend my gratitude to Premier Ford, to Minister Jones, members of Provincial Parliament, His Worship Mayor Brown, Brampton City Council members, our donors, and all of our partners here with us today. Thank you very much. So today symbolizes our shared commitment to advancing healthcare for our growing community. And on behalf of Osler, thank you all for your steadfast leadership and support. I remember when I joined the board, this is well before Frank was Premier. And, oh, sorry, Frank. Sorry, cat's out of the bag, I spoiled it. Before Frank was CEO. I recall Mayor Brown came to our board meeting and asked us to be bold. And the community asked us to be bold. And as Frank said, we have a bold future. I've lived in Brampton for over 20 years, and my family has been privileged to receive great care at Osler. In fact, my uncle is at Osler receiving great care today. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a train, it's a train. Well, hopefully you can still hear me. So like many of you, I understand the importance of person-centered healthcare close to home. I've been a long-standing member of Osler's Board of Directors, and in this time, I've seen incredible work that everyone at Osler commits to every single day. These are teams that blend the best in clinical practice, research, academics, and technology with a very human touch. What they are committed to is a simple but very important goal, and that is to approach everyone, be it patients, families, and colleagues, with empathy, kindness, and compassion throughout their entire healthcare journey. And through visionary leadership and strategic partnerships, the Osler team, led by Dr. Martino, is bringing transformative plans to life right here at Peel Memorial, the first of Osler's 5 sites. This is a true testament to what can be achieved when a community mobilizes around a shared dream to deliver healthcare close to home and to be bold. Our passionate health leaders, elected officials, and community members continually come together to meet the needs of our community, a city that is now the 3rd largest in Ontario. It's exciting to be part of a community that remains so engaged in healthcare. The new Peel Memorial Hospital is a vital response to our region's rapid growth, ensuring that as our community continues to evolve, so does the care that sustains it. What began as a single hospital on these very grounds is now expanding to a dynamic, modern healthcare system, one that reflects the strength, resilience, and vision of this incredible community. Together, we are building a healthier future for generations to come, and once again, I thank everyone here for celebrating with us today. We greatly value your partnership and support and look forward to celebrating more milestones with you in the time ahead. Before I introduce the next speaker, I do want to thank the Premier and his team of ministers and the Brampton MPPs. Before this premiership, Brampton was a forgotten place when it came to healthcare, and the amount of investments this Premier and team has put into Brampton, I, as a Brampton resident, cannot say thank you enough to Captain Canada. Thank you, Premier. So now, it is my great honor and privilege to invite the Honourable Doug Ford, Premier of Ontario, to the podium. Thank you, sir.
Boy, well, good morning, everyone, and it's great to be here. I want to start off with thanking you, the future Premier of this province, Frank, you know, the President and CEO. I'll tell you, you got a tough job, but that's even tougher. Anyways, and thank you for the kind words to yourself, and along with all the folks here at Osler. Just an incredible group, and our family goes way back, all the way to Etobicoke General when my dad sat on the board over there, so I have a special spot in my heart. And it's a great day here in Brampton. It always is, Mayor. Thanks for having us by, and what a great mayor. I couldn't ask for a better partner. And I'm so pleased to, really. He's a mayor that makes things happen. And of course, Sylvia Jones, I got to tell you, Sylvia, our great Deputy Premier and Minister of Health, as well as Minister Sarkaria, Minister Surma, Minister Williams, Minister McGregor, Minister Kusendova, MPP Sandhu, MPP Anand, MPP Gruwal, and again, Mayor Brown. I know we got a lot of ministers here and members, and so many other councillors, because you can't just do it, and the Mayor knows, without council support and all the MPPs, all levels of government, this wouldn't happen. So I just want to say a big thank you. Before I begin, I want to acknowledge, again, Dr. Martino and Pradeep. Pradeep, thank you for being the true leader, the chair of the board, and that's a massive job, and I appreciate everything you do. As well as you, Ken. Ken, you're doing an incredible job at the foundation, and nothing gets built without the foundation, all the amazing team here, in particular, the nurses, the doctors, and all the hardworking staff. And you're true champions, every single one of you. It takes a community to build this. Thank you for your incredible work and what you're doing for the folks of Peel Region and beyond. I also want to give a big shout out to everyone who has made contributions to this hospital. Without you, this wouldn't have happened. So let's talk about the Baldassara family. Carlo, where are you? Carlo, there you are. I didn't see it by the screen. The Commander-in-Chief, I call him, and then his whole family's here, Mauro and Michael and Armando and all the rest of the team. So thank you. It's greatly appreciated. And thank you to the Dillon family. Bikram and the BVD group, thank you for everything you've done. It's greatly appreciated. Without either one of you, this just wouldn't happen. Simple as that. So thank you for your contributions. Now, I always get in trouble by one guy when I say this because he's the most modest, most humble person out there, and that's the Orlando Corporation. Carlo Fidani, thank you for everything you've done for this existing building, and Blair is here. So without the support of Carlo, this wouldn't even be in existence, and I got to give him another shout out. I'm going to get annihilated tomorrow. I'm going over to his place for breakfast. There's no person in this entire country that's given back more to healthcare than Carlo Fidani. Simple as that. No one in the entire country, not just this project, every single project pretty close to right across the country, so thank you. Friends, today marks an important milestone in our ongoing work to make healthcare more connected and more convenient right here in Brampton and across Ontario. And I was talking to Frank earlier on about the emergency departments. I got to congratulate him. He has the shortest waits in the entire, I'd say entire province, under an hour at Etobicoke General. Now, after I announce that, it's going to be packed over the next few days, over the weekend. Everyone's going to show up to EGH there. But not only are we honoring Peel Memorial's 100th anniversary, a full century providing high quality care to the community, we're also celebrating the groundbreaking of the new Peel Memorial Center for Integrated Health and Wellness. It's a key milestone. It's a key milestone everywhere, but right here in Brampton, it's the transformation of the Peel Memorial Hospital into a new state-of-the-art inpatient hospital. Once complete, the new facility will improve access to much-needed services in Brampton. So many families continue to receive high-quality care they need and deserve closer to home. This new facility will add 250 more inpatient beds, a new 24/7 emergency care center, a new and enhanced mental health and addiction services, and more services for seniors. And these are just some of the services people will be able to access once this project is complete. And I know, Frank, you have a whole bunch of other items that you're going to be putting towards this as well. And I couldn't be prouder of our government's ongoing investment to plan, design, and build this hospital. It's part of our $50 billion investment in more than 50 hospital projects around Ontario. This has never been done anywhere in Canada, that we have 50 projects all going roughly at the same time. And that's not all. Here in Brampton, a new medical school will soon open its doors, training new doctors to treat local Brampton patients and patients around the province. This school, administered by an absolute all-star team. I don't know if Mohammed's here or not, but if he's not, this guy's an absolute champion over at Metropolitan University. They'll host 94 undergraduate seats and 105 postgraduate positions. So Brampton and Peel region students can learn and give back right here in their own community. Isn't it amazing? They go to medical school here, they can practice here. That's a great story. And this year, we're investing nearly $230 million in support of critical infrastructure and repairs at hospitals right across this province. That's a 10% increase from last year, including over $2.5 million to William Osler Health. Through the Health Infrastructure Renewal Fund, and thank you for that, Minister Surma. You squeeze a few more dollars out of her. She's sitting right beside you. Work her over good, Frank. So, my friends, we know this is one of the fastest growing regions, not only in the province, but the entire country. And I remember many years ago when I first got married, and what was that, 37 years ago? It's a long time ago. But we lived in Brampton for 5 years on Lisa Street, and I always tell the mayor that. As Brampton, Peel, and Ontario grow, we're going to continue making these investments that are needed to support that growth with the infrastructure and services the people of Ontario rely on, no matter what. I want to once again thank the incredible team at William Osler Health System. Congratulations to this historic milestone. And folks, I was mentioning to the team here at Osler, I have a very important meeting with the Prime Minister and all the premiers, and I'm the chair of that group chairing the meeting. So I may have to zip out a little earlier, but I'll tell you one thing. I know I'm getting off topic, but my message to Mr. Lutnick the other night when he called, Canada's not for sale. We'll never be a 51st state, and we're going to fight like we've never fought before. So thank you so much, and God bless the people of Ontario. Thank you.
But maybe we can make the Americans our Southern Territory. This is outstanding news for our community, Premier, and thank you for being here with us today and for being a champion for healthcare in Brampton. We've been with us together from day one on this project, and we both have been looking forward to this, so thank you. Now, it's my pleasure to invite the Honourable Sylvia Jones, Deputy Premier and Minister of Health, to the podium to share greetings from the Ontario government. Sylvia.
Thank you so much, Frank. Well, welcome. Congratulations. This is an amazing day. You know, you have had so many strong advocates, whether it's your MPPs, of course. Mayor Brown, you have been advocating for this project for literally years, and to see it come forward today under your leadership in your city, congratulations, well deserved. To the donors, to the William Osler team, to all of the people who have, through all of the years of waiting and hoping and advocating, finally be able to see it happen here today. It's because of your advocacy and your work. So alongside Premier Ford and our local MPPs, it is wonderful to be able to celebrate with you today. You are all indeed amazing champions for your community as well as at Queen's Park. And as we build a more convenient and connected healthcare system in the Peel region and across Ontario, I, of course, want to thank the entire team at Peel Memorial and across the William Osler Health System for hosting us, and for everything you have been doing and will continue to do through construction as we do these builds for Brampton and the Peel region. Under the leadership of Premier Ford, our government has been making record investments in healthcare, connecting more families to the right care in the right place. We're taking action here in Brampton and across Ontario to expand access to key services closer to home, making it easier to connect to care at your local hospital, your neighborhood pharmacy, or your community primary care team. And we are seeing results. In partnership with Toronto Metropolitan University, we're working to open Brampton's first medical school. Starting this September, we will be bringing hundreds of new medical students into our region. We're increasing access to primary care, ensuring the remaining 10% of Ontarians who want a primary care provider can connect to one in the next 4 years. And of course, this includes investing over $4 million in primary care across Brampton alone to provide an additional 9,000 families with access to primary care. That's worth celebrating. Earlier this year, our government also added 12 new hemodialysis stations at Brampton Civic Hospital to increase access to vital life-saving care, again, closer to home. Today, I'm excited to join you all to celebrate the groundbreaking of the new Peel Memorial Hospital. This transformed, state-of-the-art facility will feature 250 beds, a new emergency department, 24/7 emergency department, an enhanced mental health, rehabilitation, and outpatient services, addressing the needs of your fast-growing community to ensure Osler can continue to provide high-quality care to families across the region now and for years to come. As we celebrate 100 years of Peel Memorial's exceptional service to the community, and Frank, how many of those years were yours? We're excited to mark the next step in the hospital's transformation. Thank you again to the incredible team at Peel Memorial and the William Osler Health System and all the partners, the donors, the volunteers who have come together to make this project a reality. Your commitment to Osler and your community makes today possible. I look forward to watching your progress. Thank you and stay well.
Thank you, Minister Jones, and congratulations on your recent reappointment. We deeply appreciate the support we have received from you and the Ministry of Health over the years. I look forward to continuing to work with you and your team in the time ahead. And now I would like to welcome the Honourable Prabmeet Sarkaria, MPP for Brampton South and Minister of Transportation, to the podium. And Minister, thank you for taking my calls sometimes late at night. Thank you. Brad.
Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here today. And what an important what a great milestone for this city. I still remember being elected in 2018 with my colleague Amarjot Sandhu, and everyone talking to us about what Brampton needed, and this was always front and center, and something that we have been working towards this day for so many years. And it wouldn't happen if it wasn't for a team effort. Our colleagues, everyone knows, MP Greywall, Minister Williams, Graham McGregor, who used to be a staffer previously, who also fought very, very hard to advocate for this project. And it's incredible to see in the past 7 years under Premier Ford's leadership, Brampton is going to be transformed, especially from a healthcare perspective, whether it's a new medical school that's opening up and intaking students today, to this incredible new milestone that is going to be built right behind us. It's an incredible day for this city, and it's an incredible day for the future, not only of this province, but for the people that live here. I also want to give a big, big thank you to the Minister of Health, who has truly stood beside and behind the city of Brampton and its requests. We know for far too long the city was ignored, but under Premier Ford and our government, we have made it a priority to invest in some of the fastest growing areas in this province, and that can't be done without strong leadership and support from the Ministry of Health, but also my colleague from the Minister of Infrastructure. I think she's going to block all Brampton MPP numbers, because I can't tell you how much we have to bug and annoy her every single day. I think she's sick and tired of us, but we just made an incredible announcement about here, the LRT, a medical school, and it wouldn't be possible without her support. And I have to also give a big, big thank you to Mayor Brown. Since day one, we've been fighting for these projects. If anybody ever thought, 7 years ago, that we'd have a new hospital, a new medical school, LRT with a tunnel underground all the way to Brampton GO Station, everyone said you guys are crazy. But here we are, delivering for the future of this province and for the future of the city, and it can't be done without our mayor, Deputy Mayor Singh, and councillors, all of you. Thank you for all your support in doing that. And just, in closing, I want a big thank you to the Dillon family as well, who have always stepped up and supported not only Osler at our galas, but behind this project significantly, and in the community, the Baldessaro family as well, the Orlando Corporation, and many others that are here today to support. Without your support in this city, and thank you for allocating those resources to this project and to projects across the city. We couldn't be here without you. So thank you so much for everything that you do. Let's continue to build this city and make Brampton one of the best places to live, work, and raise a family. Investments like this today will continue to do that. So thank you so much, and all the best.
Thank you, Minister Sarkaria. Your commitment to Osler and to expanding hospital capacity for Brampton has been tireless. We all know that, and I so appreciate all of your support over the years. And now I'd like to ask the Mayor of Brampton, Patrick Brown, to share some words. Patrick.
Well, words don't adequately describe how important this day is for our city. If there's ever a city that needed an additional hospital, it was Brampton. You know, the chair of the board, Pardeep, mentioned that Brampton was a forgotten area for healthcare for far too long, and it really felt that way. You know, there was news stories left, right, and center of we were simply over capacity. And I look at our Minister of Health, Sylvia Jones, and I remember seeing that story on Global about Jamie Lynn Ball describing how long she had to wait in the hospital, saying, and she launched a campaign after her experience, but why Brampton needs a second hospital. In 2018, Sylvia Jones and Premier Ford said the help would be on its way. This had been a campaign for a second hospital that really touched everyone in the city. There were senior groups doing petitions. There was kids at schools doing lemonade stands. Ken Mayhew involved in every fundraiser, chicken dinners, charity hockey games, everything. The focus of the city was making sure that we were ready for this hospital, that we raised our local share. And some extraordinary gifts, some extraordinary donations to make this day possible. But Prabmeet is right. As much as we are dreaming of this day, I don't think anyone would have thought it would happen so quickly and that we'd be able to do it with a med school as well. So this is a game changer for our community, a game changer for our city. I want to thank members of council who enthusiastically supported stepping up for that local share. Actually, can I ask members of council to stand for a moment just to thank you for your support of this project as well? And as you can see, we have a full turnout here today. So if you need any permits passed for the building, we can do that very, very quickly. But you can have everything in a community. You have every great recreation amenity you want. You can have everything you dream of. But if you don't have health care, it's all for naught. And everyone, there's a certainty, there's one thing you're going to need in your life. It's health care. It touches everyone. Everyone needs health care. And I have to say, it's so great to have a tremendous partner at the province. You know, Pardeep said, and I shared that story, that board meeting 6 or 7 years ago, when we said, be bold. And the reason I had the confidence to say be bold and be more ambitious is I knew we had a Premier and a Minister of Health who wanted to help. I think the fact that the Premier lived in Brampton, that his father was part of the Osler family, that we have a Minister of Health who's a Peel Region area MPP, the stars were aligned to finally make a difference. And we did. We added beds. We added an emergency department. When you change an ask to the province to make it more expensive midway through, you know, makes people nervous. But it was approved. You know, this is actually the largest healthcare investment in Brampton history. Hospitals are not inexpensive to build. And Prab was sort of joking that Kinga was going to block their calls, but I do remember her coming up and saying, you know, you're taking all our fiscal capacity. The Brampton MPPs are relentless. So thank you to Team Brampton for being relentless. And Kinga, thank you for the friendship to the city. You know, Kinga, round of applause. Kinga, you're awesome. Thank you for supporting these projects. You know, to Frank, we can't wait to see this hospital built. We know it's going to make a tremendous difference in the lives of our residents. So we can't wait for the construction. Glad that the sod is being thrown. And I think every day when Bramptonians drive by this building, it's going to be with pride that this building is going up, that we have our second hospital on the way. And in a very real way, I think everyone in the city feels connected to this hospital. Everyone in our city has come together, whether it's petitions or donations of all sizes. This is our second hospital. And on behalf of the city, I just really wanted to come here today to say thank you for everyone that made this possible. And there's something special about it happening in our 100th anniversary. So if there's anything that would make me smile as mayor of the city, it's the fact that we've been able to get the stars aligned to make this happen. So congratulations, Brampton, and to the hospital leadership team. You're going to be busy. building this hospital, making sure that it meets the exact design, that we've got the staff to fill it, and the community will use it. Thank you, Brampton.
Actually, Mayor, I was the interim CEO when you crashed our board meeting. Thank you, Mayor Brown, for your continued and unwavering advocacy, and that of your members of council for healthcare and a second hospital here in Brampton. And